ugly. This is how the game is supposed to run on the recommended graphics card. This looks bad. So, alright. Oops, is that too loud? I don't know. I think that's how I streamed before. This is going to be the very last stream. We were supposed to end this today. I decided to do one more to kind of cover the recommended graphics cards and graphics settings, just to see, what that actually means for those that don't have just brute force hardware to just throw at the system, or just to throw at the problem. And actually, that's the wrong GPU. Hold on, I gotta fix that. That's actually the wrong name. That was a GPU that was not actually the minimum. So hold on. That's wrong. It's supposed to be the 60. Why did I type it backwards? 6700 XT, not 7600 XT. I have the numbers reversed. So this is what it is, not that. 6700 XT. 6700 XT. And I think, do we need to make this a little bit larger? Yeah, I probably do. Hold on. Is that everything? Okay, that's everything. This is the 7800X3D. Where's Rivet Tuner? You know what? I would have gone live an hour ago. But I found a problem with the game. As an all-rounder, probably the XTX because of the more VRAM. So I learned something. So this PC, I didn't have immediate access to this PC. I had to go and get this PC so we could showcase the Ryzen 7 7800X3D. Because I know there were a bunch of people asking me about it. They want 7800X3D, how does it run the game, blah blah blah, because the game is extremely CPU bound. So, I decided to do one final stream, even though we were supposed to be done with this game, and it's gonna the server's gonna go offline in a little over an hour. I think we have an hour and 13 minutes left to play this before it's gone for good. But this is basically it. This is the last attempt, last chance for anybody who wanted to play this. The thing I wanted to say, I forgot what it was. Oh, this PC. The reason why I was delayed by an hour is because this PC was on Windows 10, and I thought I could stream it with Windows 10. The problem is I discovered something with Windows 10. Windows 10's implementation of hardware GPU acceleration, or whatever it's called, HAGS, hardware accelerated GPU scheduling, yeah, that's what it is. It's actually not that good compared to Windows 11. So every time I would go in here and I would turn on frame gen or turn it off, if I was just running the game, it would be fine. But as soon as I have OBS trying to hook into the game, it would crash the game whenever I toggle frame gen either on or off. No matter what I would do to update OBS to the latest, update the drivers to the whatever, it didn't help. So finally, I was like, you know what? It doesn't crash on my Windows 11 PCs. We're gonna go ahead and update this to Windows 11. I thought the update from Windows 10 to Windows 11 would only take 15 to 30 minutes. It ended up taking an hour. So that's the reason why this whole stream was delayed by an hour. But anyway, this is how the game looks. What we're doing right now, we are showcasing the recommended. This is recommended settings for the game. So the way they want you to run this game, this is the way the developers intended for the game to be played. So I think it's a good send-off for this open beta test to show what they expect. So they have stated in their Like, if you literally read the Steam page for the recommended requirements, they state that you need to have the following specs. Well, okay. Obviously, the CPU is not the recommended CPU. This is way above the recommended CPU. But I think, in my opinion, and experience testing all these different computers, Capcom is definitely understating what the CPU requirement should be for this game, considering the number of people that have had problems running this game with decent performance despite having a CPU that is listed as either recommended or at least minimum. So anyone who's been on Zen 2, Zen 3, Intel 10th gen, Intel 11th gen, even 12th gen have been having problems running this game. This game is extremely CPU bound. The one component that will make probably the biggest difference is going to be the CPU. However, that doesn't mean that the GPU doesn't matter. What we're doing here is we are using, what I have here is the AMD Ryzen 7 7800X3D. This is the recommended, well, no, this is not the recommended. This is the ideal gaming CPU. This is actually the best gaming CPU for the money and the performance that it offers. So we're using this to remove the CPU bottleneck, or at the very least, mitigate it as much as possible. Next, we have 32 gigabytes of RAM, because if I go to the store page on Steam and I look at what they say, they are saying recommended memory, they say 16 gigabytes of RAM. That is technically true, but if you look, the game is using about 10 gigabytes of RAM. You can see it up there in the top left on Afterburner. It's 9.7 gigabytes for the game. If you only have 16 gigabytes of RAM and you run this game and the game takes roughly 10 gigabytes of memory, you're using more than half of your RAM, and that basically means that you can't really be doing anything else with the computer because the operating system is going to be taking like 2 to 4 to, in some cases, 5, 6 gigabytes of RAM. So you're going to like max out the RAM instantaneously, so you can't use like the browser, you can't do anything with the computer if you only have 16 gigs of RAM. So I don't really believe that they should list 16 as the recommended. I think they should have put 32 as the recommended, because they have 16 as the minimum, and then they also list 16 again as the recommended. So I think 32 gigabytes is personally what I would have listed as recommended. I don't think 16 is enough for recommended spec, especially in 2024. And then for the GPU, we have a AMD Radeon RX 6700 XT. This is literally what they say in the recommended specs as a GPU that is recommended. They recommend, and this is where it gets really bonkers, the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2070 Super, which is significantly slower than the 6700 XT, I might add, or the NVIDIA RTX 4060, which is also a little bit slower than the 6700 XT, and then they say, or 6700 XT. So it's like, I was like, well, you know what? Out of those three that they listed, the 6700 XT is the fastest one. We'll test with that. So that's what we're using, because I don't know what Capcom was thinking with listing 3 different GPUs from 3 different generations. It's hilarious because they list the 2070 Super for some reason, which is like super old, and then they have the 4060, which is the newest one, and then they have the 6700 XT, which is more like a 3060 Ti/3070, but they don't list any 30 series graphics card, which I find that also kind of strange, considering how many people actually have 30 series graphics cards. So that's really weird. And then the other thing that's strange here is they list that you need to have an SSD as required, and then they say, in the additional notes, it reads, this game is expected to run at 1080p 60 frames per second with frame gen enabled under the medium, and they put that in quote, medium graphics settings, direct storage supported. So it's like, well, I don't know what all that means, but apparently that means that direct storage is probably a thing that they're going to consider using, or maybe the game actually uses it. I don't know. So really bizarre choices here. But this is how the game looks. And I never got a chance to test the lower resolutions because I was too busy testing it at 4K. And a lot of people were telling me, hey, you have to kind of take into account that a lot of people out there are gaming on older hardware, or their computers are not as powerful. They're probably not gaming at 4K. So I was like, okay, you know what? Let's game on a recommended resolution. Let's game on a recommended graphics card and see what we get. So this is what it looks like. According to Capcom, they want you to play the game on medium preset. So that's what this is. So we're doing that. And then they want to turn on frame gen. And that should get us about 60 frames per second at 1080p with a 6700 XT, which is what we're using. Now the CPU, I forgot to mention the CPU. So this is where it's really weird, and this is where I really don't agree with them on this. They say that the processor should be Intel 11th gen, or an i5 12400, or an AMD Ryzen 5 3600X, or Ryzen 5 5500. This is, I mean, they're trying to give it a relatively wide range. So, maybe Capcom's doing this to try to cover a wider gamut of people who have different computers of different generations. But I don't know, man. The weird thing about this list is the 3600X is Zen 2. That's a 2019 CPU. That's old. That's more like an Intel, 8700K or a 99 or 9700K. It's kind of weird how they list that one, but not like a 5600X, which is more in line with an 11600K, which is what they list for the Intel one. So I find what they're listing really weird. They're basically listing like a weaker AMD CPU, a stronger Intel CPU, weaker NVIDIA GPUs, and stronger AMD GPU, which is really strange. But we went with a way better CPU, and this is the results that I'm getting. The game, honestly, doesn't look very good at 1080p. Like, this is how the game looks at 1080p. And now it's like I'm looking at how people who are forced to play the game at 1080p, because that's what they have, how the game looks for them, and especially at medium settings, the textures look really like faded or mushy. It's just, I don't know how to describe it. Everything just looks so low res when playing the game at 1080p. So I don't know, it's kind of weird. You appreciate the previews. You got the Tai Chi and followed my path. Shout out to Arcade. Yeah, Arcade was the one that provided the Tai Chi. The Tai Chi, well, the Tai Chi was tested. I have some videos on it. We're not done with the Tai Chi. There is some more content for the Tai Chi that's in the pipeline, mostly with regards to an upcoming CPU that we may or may not be able to talk about soon, just saying. So there will be more content for the ASRock X870E Tai Chi. But yeah, this game at 1080p looks really, like, not blurry or out of focus. It just looks kind of low res. Like, it just feels like the game, to me, seems like, just look at these NPCs over here. Look at Werner. I guess on YouTube they look okay, but on this big 32-inch OLED, they look really bad at 1080p. So, but the game, when we're away from the player characters, where there's no CPU bottleneck, like we're way over here, I mean, the frame rate's actually pretty good. with the 6700 XT. We go back to everybody, and now it's like, oh wow, now it's just all the way back down. If I turn off the frame gen... Well, actually, first let's go out here. What does the frame rate look like outside? Everything at 1080p just looks so low res. I don't know what it is about the RE engine. RE engine, to me, seems like it just doesn't look... Oh, there's the warning. 60 minutes left. 1 more hour left for the beta test. We got 1 more hour. I probably should try to get some hunts in, but the thing is, it just doesn't look that great at this resolution. What happens if we... Let's turn off the frame generation. Windows 11 doesn't crash the game. That's good, because Windows 10 crashes my game every time I turn that off. But here, now we're running into a CPU bottleneck, plus the GPU also is like having a problem. So let's do this real quick. Let me go out here real quick. So this is, see, this is what's weird. So we can almost get 60 with this graphics card. We can almost get 60 with a relatively old last generation GPU, mid-range GPU. This is a RX 6700 XT, but it's like we're having to play the game at medium. What happens if we do, let's do this, turn frame gen on. That doubles the frame rate. Let's see if we can put this at ultra. What happens if we run it at ultra? Does the game look better at ultra? I mean, it kind of does. You know what's interesting though? The frame rate doesn't look, okay, yeah, the frame rate has gone down. Frame gen seems to help a lot. Actually, wait a minute. Can I actually run the game at ultra? They're saying you need medium settings to maintain 60. Are all 6 SATA ports on the Taichi built in, or are some of them as media? You have to look at the block diagram. It's been a while since I've looked at the block diagram. You're trying to match the settings with the G-Skill 8000 with a different model of the same brand. I really recommend, if you're going to get an 8000 kit, make sure you buy one that's on the QVL list. That'll save you a lot of trouble. Just get one that's on the QVL list. It doesn't have to be the one that I am recommending. If it's on the QVL list, it should work. You know what's interesting? We're playing the game at Ultra, and it seems like it's actually doing good. This is such a bizarre game because they really want you to use frame gen. This is where we're going with gaming. They want people to play games with frame gen now. That's what they want people to do. It's whether they like it or not. Yeah, but that doesn't really matter. It doesn't really affect hard drives that much, though. SATA SSDs will be affected, though. It just seems like it's a strange choice. They didn't say that you have to use the upscaler, though. If you have a GPU like a 6700 XT, according to Capcom's spec, you don't need to turn on FSR or DLSS for upscaler, which means you can run the game at native 1080p, which is what I'm doing. See, we're doing this at 1080p. But they claim that you're supposed to run the game at medium settings. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a hunt with this set to ultra, just because. This is the last hour. You have the same CPU, but you have the RTX 4060. The 4060 is a little bit weaker than the 6700 XT. The 4060 is more like a 7600 from AMD. Or like a 6600 XT. So this is a little bit faster. The 6700 XT is between a 3060 Ti and a 3070. That's where this GPU lands. And the 4060 is weaker. The 4060 is basically like a 3060, so that's why. This is definitely faster, because this is faster than a 3060 Ti. Yeah, and the weird motion blur from that they need to fix before release for frame gen is also really annoying. Man, this does look bad. This looks worse than the PlayStation 5. Just saying. At least when we're playing the game on PlayStation 5 in resolution mode, at least it's trying to target 4K. This is just straight up 1080p, and this just, I don't know, maybe it looks better on YouTube, but it looks really bad on a 32-inch OLED. I mean, I've just been spoiled by playing the game at 4K for so long. Where is this thing going? Oh. There we go, here we go. Oh, yeah, it was worth doing that fight. That's the Attack on Titan move that Levi did in Season 1 against the female Titan. I just did it right there. That is what it looks like. This just justified the entire live stream. That just justified the entire live stream. I've been wanting to see that move the whole week, and I finally got to pull it off. Let's try this again. This is so good. This game is fantastic. This is Game of the Year 2025. He's twirling around too much. Twirling around too much. You upgraded your 6700 XT to a 4080. Yeah, this is what the game looks like on 6700 XT. 1080p ultra settings. Frame gen. No upscaling. This is no upscaling. This is native 1080p. Oh wait, hold up. I want him to go. Oh no, I missed it. I missed it. He roared. Hold on, I want to slide and get on the back of him if possible. Oh wait. Oh, I don't have the thing ready. Yeah. Blade Dance 3. Yeah, I just realized something. The dancer from Final Fantasy XIV, this is kind of like how they would fight if they were in Monster Hunter. Because the Dragoon is basically the insect glaive in this game. And I guess Samurai is Longsword. And Paladin is Charge Blade. They actually have the Final Fantasy classes in this game. Like, on a low-key way. It's like low-key Final Fantasy classes are in this game. Are there Beast X870E boards that use built-in USB 4? All the ones I've seen use as media. All of them use as media. Every single one. There's no built-in USB 4 on desktop. That is a mobile, that's a laptop chip only that has USB 4 integrated. Every single X870E and X870 motherboard have the ASM chipset for USB 4. Alright, I got to do that move, so I'm happy now. I had to do it in terrible low-res 1080p, but we still managed to pull off that move. Now, I kind of want to actually switch weapons now. I don't need to use dual blades anymore. So instead of this, now we can try... I have the bow, and then let's go charge blade again. Actually, let's try soaring through the air. Let's go with this, and then get recovery instead of poison. And we're gonna need thunder resist if we're gonna fight that thing. So a lot of thunder resist, hope mask, basically the entire hope outfit. If we're fighting the main boss guy of the skies. So let's do this the final fight is gonna be against radeon. 4K. This is not 4K. This is 1080p. This is 1080p Ultra. Although, I don't know if I trust this sort of frame rate. They're claiming that the game needs to be played at medium settings. So maybe I need to drop the settings. Let's see, how does it look in medium? It just looks, I don't know. We'll just leave it, play it like this then. Because radeon can tank the FPS, so I'm gonna heed Capcom's advice. We'll do it after this hunt. I gotta get this hunt done. I don't know why I'm doing Insect Glaive, considering I've already used this weapon a lot. Maybe I should do Sword and Shield. Well, no, let's soar through the sky. Because I was talking about Dragoon. I want to do flying. I want to fly in the air. I want to soar through the sky. A lot of people are complaining about Insect Glaive. Is there a shortcut to this thing? He's way up there. Yeah, there he is. Let's go. Alright, here we go. He should be up there. Oh, he's right there. Wait, is he already almost dead? Medium looks better? Really? Medium looks better than Ultra? How? This is medium graphic settings. Hold on, I got an idea. Is he gonna go to sleep? Oh, he went to sleep. I forgot to bring bombs. I always forget to bring bombs. Okay, I got an idea then. If you're gonna do that, here, we'll put this thing here. I'll set this trap. Alright. It's time to be a Dragoon from Final Fantasy XIV. I need the little beetle. Come on, Beetleborgs. 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 Do I need to have altered buffs to do flying? Why am I not flying the way I'm supposed to do? Huh? Do I need to have the orange? You used to only need the red one. Okay, now I should be able to harvest both. Okay. Ah, there we go. Now we can fly to the sky. And soar like a dragon knight. Cut those wings. Yeah! Hit me in the face. The people were complaining that the insect glaive is much more grounded now. You can't do as many aerial combos. He just wants to take a nap. Wait, what? We failed? Just like that? Wait, what? That means people died already? Do it again. Alright, do it again. That was super dumb. Did he just shoot all of us? Did he just wipe the whole party? What happened? I don't even understand what happened. Daytime, nighttime, evening. Let's do the daytime fight. Okay, here we go. The what? The GPU looks like it's overheating. How can it be overheating if it's only pulling like 180 watts? This is another one where... What's the other weapon that I brought with me? Oh, I still have the bow with me? He's up here again. Okay. There he is. I kind of want to bring a shield. I need him to get me. This is like playing StarCraft 1 with SCVs and drones trying to collect Vespine gas. I can't do anything until I have my Vespine gas and my whatever those crystals were, the minerals. We require more minerals. Where's the purple? Where's the... I need the orange. Apparently, you can't do all the flying moves until you have all the buffs. It used to be you could do the red ones and then you would do it. So I don't know. They might make changes in this. A lot of people were complaining. I mean, I can't even... Wow. I don't even know what to say here. Get the orange! You're a beetle board. Get the orange. This stupid beetle keeps harvesting the wrong thing. Where is the orange? Is it his tail? This is ridiculous. I'm about to switch weapons. This is so bad. It keeps on pulling green. No, get orange. This is like a stupid mini game. What is this? Man, I miss Midgar Sormer as the beetle. This slow little beetle. Come on, get the orange, dude. Okay, there. Come back here. Come back here. Finally, now. Oh, man. And then he... Oh, yes. He's dodging me. I keep flying toward him and he keeps flying away from me. I'll just have to fight him on the ground. Oh, this thing hurts. This thing hits really, really hard. Does he have all... Okay, the boots... Oh, it's someone using guns. That's how he wiped the whole group last time. You know, this actually looks like worse than the PlayStation 5. I'd have to go back and look at the visual difference, but PS5 30 frames per second actually looks better. This looks better than the performance mode, because that dips to like 720p, but oh boy. Oh man, that guy took that. That was a true tank right there. He just blocked that with his shield. He would have wiped if he didn't have that shield. Get that wing. The wing. What are you doing? So chaotic looking. How come I can't do like... Oh, okay, wait. Is that how it works? I'm confused. Like, they really changed the move. Oh, am I supposed to hold B down while flying? Oh, okay. They changed the moves. Yeah, I know, right? I've gotten so much content out of this one, like, open beta. This isn't even an official game. I'm bringing him down quick. Yes, keep doing that. Whoever's using the arrow, keep doing that. Very good. Alright. When the full game comes out, I'll probably end up doing like 2 playthroughs of the game, just like I did with World. So I can get all the armor and get 100%. I have to make like 2 different characters. Do I need to sharpen? Actually, what's my other weapon? Probably heal. Alright, I'm gonna try the bow. Let's play like we're playing like Overwatch. Here we go. Oh, that was such a good dodge. Huh. What was this other thing? Oh yeah, it has Enzo Matrix's gun targeting, or Kiryamato's Freedom Gundam's like targeting thing. That's cool. Divine Blessing saved me right there. I would have taken a lot of damage from that. Well, that random herbivore thing like took that hit. Ooh, that was a good one. Let's see if I can break the tail. What does this do? Is that something? Oh, is it already taken down or something? Oh, that was close. Dragon Piercer. I think one of the ideas behind this is like maybe this is how humans like fought like woolly mammoths and stuff. They fought them with all these advanced tools and weapons. Oh, Puke Puke? What about that? What about Puke Puke? We'll try the insect glaive again. Need to craft some more healing items. How many of the mega potion? I don't have any way to craft this. I need to farm more material, but it's not, at this point it doesn't matter. Like we have like 30 minutes left before the servers shut down. This area of the game looks very unclear. That's because we're playing the game at 1080p on medium settings. Come on, you get me that stuff. Come on, Beetle. Still hit. I need the orange one. The orange one is always the hardest one to find. Is it his feet? Where's the... Oh, is it under his wing? Yeah, I have like no move. This, yeah, now I see why they're complaining about it. You can't do any of the moves, even if you have the red one. You basically have to. Yeah, this weapon's gonna need a rework or something. Like it's cool. I mean, it was so much better in World. I don't understand why they changed it so much. Yeah, it's gonna be a 4-month wait. Well, what I'm gonna try doing next, we're gonna go to 4K, and then we're gonna try to see if it's possible to get a playable frame rate using FSR Performance preset. Because technically we should be able to do that. So it'll be that versus this. Oh, and I don't have any of this stuff, so it's like, let's see. Does anybody have anything? I guess not. Okay, you do Dragon Fishing, and I'll do Dragon Fishing. Wait, that's cool. What? This can like home in on those things? This can home in on the weak point? 30 minutes left for the beta test, it says. Yeah, Insect Glaive was one of my top 5 favorite weapons, probably one of my top 3 favorite weapons in World. I don't know how I feel about it in this game. It's very disappointing. Probably the most disappointing weapon so far out of all of them. The time it takes you to get up to speed where you can start DPSing. I guess like once you learn where the color patterns are for a given monster, it becomes easier. But I don't know. I just don't like how it feels. Also, doing the one combo from the air, where you're like flying through the air, spinning the glaive around, and then you used to be able to combo that into the spinning downward slash. That didn't seem like that was working in this game. If I were to pick one, what? Tai Chi or Strix E-E? They're both really good. Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. Either one is good. So it's gonna come down to like which one you like the looks of more, I guess. They both have the same features in the BIOS. I think the Asus one does have a better way of like setting the asynchronous mode. The Tai Chi does it the typical AMD way. It's like literally just copy pasted from AMD's reference. Yeah, alright, let's try... Let's try changing the resolution to, let's do 4K. Oh, man. Alright, now the game's at 4K. It looks a lot better, but boy, does this graphics card not have the ability to handle it. The frame gen is just going crazy with the, this is frame gen. This is with frame gen. So if we turn off frame gen, well, I'm afraid to turn it off. I don't want the game to crash. Let's try, let's turn upscaling to, let's see what it does at 1440p upscaling. Man, that makes a massive difference. The jump to 4K is like, wow. Wow. Okay, 1440p though, ultra. Oh no, this is medium. This isn't even ultra. So the 6700 XT cannot handle 1440p. Like, I can feel the latency is so bad. We're gonna have to go down to performance probably. Let's try balanced. Balanced, we're almost at 60. Yeah, it's gonna be performance. Performance is gonna be the way. Hold on a second. This actually doesn't look as bad as native. Except for the weird ghosting effect from FrameGen. This... I almost think the FSR upscale looks better than... it looks better than 1080p native? Oh, that's right, because it's still outputting 4K as the final image. It looks like... yeah, it looks like 1080p is going to be the way to play this if you have this type of graphics card. I just think the game looks really bad at 1080p, though. Like, upscaled to 4K. You know what? Hold on. What if we do... instead of 4K, what if we do 1440p? $1440p with quality preset. I don't know what this resolution is, but this is actually quite playable. We are in the city where the CPU bottleneck happens too, but the 7800X3D is so powerful that it can just brute force its way through the CPU bottleneck. So the fact that we're getting this kind of frame rate is actually pretty good. This actually looks better than 1080p. So this is 1440p with quality preset. I don't know what that resolution means. I don't know if that's 1080p. I don't think it's 1080p. I think it's some like intermediate resolution. I don't know what it is though. Someone's gonna have to tell me what that means. But unless it's 1080p upscaled to 1440. 1080p upscaled to 1440 actually looks way better than 1080p native in this game. This is your current GPU, the 6700 XT. Yeah, 6700 XT, it's more than 3 years old now. So you keep that in mind. It is RDNA 2. RDNA 4 is coming out early next year. But I don't think the mid-range RDNA... well, I don't know, actually. I don't really know what RDNA 4 is supposed to even be at this point. To force 1080 upscale to 1440, you need to use the driver scaler. No, I mean, this is 1440p. See, that's 1440. But it should just be one of these. Native... so if I do this... this is native 1440. The GPU can't handle it. It's too much. It's just too much for the GPU to handle. So we have to go to a lower resolution. Capcom themselves state that the recommended GPU is a 6700 XT, which is good for 1080p 60 with FrameGen enabled. And I verified that that is true. It does what they say. If you set the game to medium and you turn on FrameGen and you're at 1080p, you will get a frame rate that's around 70. How many people are in this session? Oh wow, it's still packed. There's still like a whole bunch of people that are just hanging on. They refuse to leave. But I don't know which one is which though. Like I don't know if balanced is 1080p or if quality is 1080p. Balanced. This is an even higher frame rate, but now it's starting to look really blurry. So actually I think quality is the best one. 1440p quality with upscaling. Or not, yeah, upscaling plus FrameGen. Man, the fact that this game requires this, I don't know how I feel about this. For people who are not playing at 4K resolution, this is kind of a feels bad. It's a feels bad for the people who are not playing at 4K because they have to rely on upscaling. And I hate to rely on upscaling unless I'm gaming at 4K. That one's gonna end soon. To 1440p. We're upscaling to 1440p. This graphics card cannot handle 4K. Why would I even bother? We went to 4K momentarily. It was bad. It was very bad. This is the 6700 XT. You shouldn't even be bothering with 4K with this graphics card. This graphics card, when it was new, was a good graphics card for 1440p. Now, it is relegated to being a 1080p graphics card. People are already speedrunning the monster. Let me try this again. Actually, yeah, we'll just try it again. Because I have to rely on the beetle, and this is a really basic low-end beetle that is like kind of slow. But hey, this monster was easy to get the 3 things. I guess learning where the orange one is on radeon is the challenge. There should be a way to do. I know I can do this. That. Wow, that was quick. Wow, very good. Now, granted, I got here late, and those other two, like, did all the damage, but still. Yeah, I guess Insect Glaive, I don't know how I feel about it. It seems weird. Like, you can do this, and then how am I supposed to do... Oh, am I supposed to let... Oh, wait a minute. So I can do flying, and then... What am I supposed to do? And then that okay. Huh. They changed it. You used to be able to go from the, like, spinning the glaive in the air to the spinning downward vertical hit. Now, you can hold it down to do, like, a targeted thing. Okay, I guess we're done with this one. How many more minutes are left in here? We have like 15 minutes. So let me swap to one of the shield-based weapons. Charge Blade. Charge Blade. And instead of bow, I'll go with the switch axe, I guess. I guess heavy bowgun. I haven't really used heavy bowgun that much either. Oh, you know what I need to do? Forgot to, like, re-equip this stuff. Transfer items. I keep forgetting to do that. This is the thing that I have a bad habit of not checking this after every fight. What card is not even 2 years? The 6700 XT is more than 3 years old, not 2 years. That's completely wrong. It came out in 2021. It's gonna be 4 years old next spring in March. So it's not new. It's definitely not new. I like to fight this guy. Let's do this one more time. This was 1 minute ago. There's already 2 people in. Let's see if we can catch them. Do you consider Wild's a next-gen game? Yeah. Definitely. I mean, it's not on PS4. The fact that it's also really hard to run, you basically are supposed to use frame gen with it. That's how the developers intended you to play it. Which is really weird. A lot of people find that very controversial. I can understand why, but it's the developers who decided on that. So they literally tell you to turn frame gen on in the additional notes if you want 60 frames per second. So they set expectations accordingly. My thing is, if they're going to require us to use frame gen, they better like optimize the animation quality. Like the ghosting, that needs to get fixed. But I think there was a Japanese player that was saying that they already acknowledged that they're gonna fix that. So I'm not too concerned with that. It's just that's one of the things that's like, hey, you guys say to turn on frame gen, but frame gen causes a after image ghosting effect for the vast majority of people that are using frame gen, unless the frame rate is like absurdly high. If you upgrade from the 6700 XT to the 7800 XT, would you get like 20 FPS difference? It would be faster. So think of it like this: the 6700 XT is a little bit faster than a PlayStation 5. The 7800 XT is a little bit faster than a PlayStation 5 Pro. So you're effectively going from a PS5 to a PS5 Pro in that regard. So you can think of it that way. So yes, you would get about like 40 something percent, I would guess, uplift. Oh, that thing did that was a nice hit. Like, stopped me in my tracks. Alright, here we go. Charge blade time. The Paladin. Oh yeah, this is the weapon that I want to learn. This is one of the ones that I want to master. And eventually longsword. I like being able to block. It's kind of good. And then there's also this. That move. But there's also another one that I forgot how to do already. There's the spinning, like, whirligig, like, Bloodborne style spinning axe combo thing, which I don't know how to do. That's new. I did it once yesterday. Oh, I don't have any files. I keep forgetting to manage my files. Oh, I wasted all of those files. Somebody was telling me that there's like a focus mode thing. You're supposed to like generate the files. You're supposed to charge up files or something. Like you're supposed to hold down something. I forgot what. This is the wrong armor set for this fight. Technically my elemental resist is bad against water in this one. This is the armor that you're supposed to wear when you fight radeon if you want electrical resist. Forgot there's what? XTX. Oh, yeah. We have streams showcasing both of those cards, by the way, from yesterday. I did the 7900 XT, or I did the 7900 XT earlier today. If you want to see how that one looks. It's getting interrupted. Keep on interrupting me. My own team members keep interrupting me. Oh man, this is annoying. The longsword and the insect glaive are terrible to team up with when you're stuck between the two of them, because there's friendly fire and they keep interrupting me. You couldn't try the beta? Oh, that's too bad. Someone was telling me, yeah, oh, no, do it, knock him down. Why do I not have my thing ready? Yeah. That's the second time he died like that. That's the second time that he died like that. Oh, man. I didn't even get a chance to do... Hold on, how do I do this? Yeah. How do I do that roundhouse thing? There's like a move. That's the second time that he like fell to his death. Man, out of all of the monsters in this open beta, Valahara by far is the most like entertaining. This is the most entertaining one to hunt. He doesn't take that long to kill, and he's also like he's all sliding around, and then he ends up like killing himself because he like slithers up there and then falls down. Oh man. Yeah, we are gonna have a blast with this game next year. If you can't already tell. This game is the new Hogwarts Legacy. This is gonna be the game next year that I can tell that I'm gonna be like trying to play the game, and I'm gonna get distracted and go off on tangents for like 3 hours at a time and like make no progress at all. At least with unlike Hogwarts Legacy, this game does have a story, but it's not going to be as crucial to progress through as Hogwarts Legacy. Also, I think the runtime, the story of this game will probably not be, it won't be nearly as long as the story of Hogwarts Legacy. So I think, yeah, but we've basically found, as far as I'm concerned, I found Game of the Year 2025. It's right in front of me, and this is basically going to be that one game that everyone's going to see on stream, and I'm never going to make any progress in it because we're going to be going off on tangents talking about tech the whole time. Yeah, man, for real, this is good. Wait, what are those? What? Wait, hold up. How are they doing the emotes? Where are the emotes? Where's the thing that those guys are doing? Yeah. Oh, it's about to end. That's why people are cheering and stuff. It's about to end. Yeah, this is good. Wait, are we at like 100 people in here now? Yeah, this is a full session. It's jam-packed. This is it. This is the end. Yeah, hold on. Get rid of this thing. I want to get some screenshot of this. Who's Bluetooth with the good work? Good work. This is hilarious. It's like they're like cheering like it's like they're being sarcastic. Man, this game, see, like Capcom knows how to make a good game. What's the other ones here? Hold on, where's the other? Man, I wish I could do the Final Fantasy emote from the limited time, like the DLC, or not the DLC, the collaboration event in Monster Hunter World. Alright, I think this is it. This is the end. We got 2 minutes. If you go into the menu, there's a communication tab. You can find a fireworks gesture. Oh. Where is it? Do I have to replace this one? Wait, you can like you can just keep clapping and stuff while walking? What the? Oh, where is that fireworks thing? I didn't see it. Communication. Oh, is it one of these? Is it under one of these? Alright, well, that's it. Now the long wait. We got a 4-month wait. So that's pretty much it, guys. That was Monster Hunter Wilds. This is an enormous franchise. This is Capcom's, like, cash cow, I guess. This is like their World of Warcraft, essentially. Or their Final Fantasy. But anyway, I wanted to showcase one final PC, and that was going to be the 7800X3D with a recommended GPU from the requirements list from Capcom, and that's the 6700XT, because it's the only one out of those three that I have. So, that's it. We will be back on Thursday with, hopefully, the PS5 Pro and or maybe the 9800X3D. Who knows? How many hours does it take to get to be able to play like you just did? What do you mean? I don't think I played amazingly, if that's what you're saying. I mean, I appreciate the compliment, but I was pretty much playing like an amateur there on some of those weapons, having not played for 4 years. I would say you only need to play through the story. Just play through the main game. Pick up a weapon that you like. Try all the different weapons, first of all. And then you'll probably try to learn one or two to main. Like, usually a ranged weapon, a melee weapon, and a support weapon, probably. And then just go from there. But anyway, guys, that ends the Monster Hunter Wilds beta mini-series of live streams. We did a whole lot of live streams this weekend. I think I did, what, Threadripper? So we did Threadripper first. Then I did Intel Core Ultra. The 99 or the 7950 X3D. The 9950X. The 13900K earlier today. And this was supposed to be the last one, but I decided, you know what? Let's go all out. Let's finish this off with the one that everybody had been asking about, the 7800X3D. So that is going to be it. So I did a total of, what is that? What, six different PC builds. Various different graphics cards were tested. All the way down to a recommended for 1080p 6700 XT, which can actually upscale the game to 1440p, believe it or not. So that is quite good. But that's going to be it for this stream. I'll see you guys on the next episode of Tech Thursdays. If you're new to the channel and you like this sort of content, do get subscribed. And we do these live shows every Thursday. And on the weekends, we occasionally cover games that are in the news or games that are that I'm actually interested in. So if it's a game that I'm not interested in, I'm probably not going to cover it, or I may cover it. It just depends. But other than that, that's going to be it. That's a wrap. I don't know when the next time we'll be doing this sort of marathon live stream like this. But I'm going to get some rest. And I will catch you guys on Thursday. Until then, take care, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.